Hi, it's Cyndee. Today I'm going to read a book about an unusual elephant named Elmer. And the title of the book is Elmer. It's by David McKee. David McKee is the author. That means he wrote the book, and he also is the illustrator. That means that he painted the pictures for the book. Elmer is a story that is fiction. That means that it isn't a true story. I think you're going to like Elmer. Elmer by David McKee. There was once a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall and short, fat and thin, all were different, but all were happy and almost all were the same color. You know elephant color, it's kind of a gray color. Different shades of gray in this elephant herd. All except Elmer. Elmer was not elephant color. He was patchwork. Elmer was yellow and orange and red and pink and purple and blue and green, and black and white. It was Elmer who kept the other elephants happy. Their games and jokes were always his idea. If an elephant was laughing, the cause was usually Elmer. But Elmer himself wasn't happy. Who ever heard of a patchwork elephant, he thought. No wonder they laugh at me. One morning, just as the others were waking up, Elmer slipped away. And David McKee uses the word slipped away to mean that he kind of sneaked away from the others. He didn't want them to know he was leaving. As he walked through the jungle, Elmer met other animals. "Good morning, Elmer," they said. Everybody recognized Elmer. After a long walk, Elmer found what he was looking for, a large bush covered with elephant-colored berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush and shook it until the berries fell on the ground. He has an idea. Do you know what he's going to be doing with those berries? Wonder if he's having breakfast. Let's see. Then Elmer lay down and rolled over on the berries. This way and that, he picked up bunches of berries and rubbed himself all over until he was covered with berry juice. When he had finished, there wasn't a sign of any yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white. Elmer looked like all the other elephants. Let's see this picture. He's starting to get berry juice all over himself. On his way back through the jungle, Elmer passed the other animals. "Good morning, elephant," they said. They didn't recognize him. When Elmer rejoined the herd, none of the other elephants noticed him. He looked just the same as the others. I bet you can find him, though. As he stood there, Elmer felt there was something wrong. But what? He looked around, same old jungle, same old blue sky, same old rain cloud, same old elephants. The other elephants were standing absolutely still, silent and serious. Elmer had never seen them so serious. It made him want to laugh finally. He could bear it no longer. He lifted his trunk, and at the top of his voice, he shouted, "Boo!" Well, he is a funny boy. The other elephants jumped in surprise. Elmer was helpless with laughter. Then the others began to laugh. "Too bad Elmer isn't here to share the fun," they said, laughing harder and harder. But they still didn't recognize Elmer. And then the rain cloud burst. When the rain fell on Elmer, his patchwork started to show again. "Oh, Elmer," gasped an old elephant as Elmer was washed back to normal. "You've played some good jokes, but that has been the biggest laugh of all. What would we do without you?" "We must celebrate this day every year," said another elephant. "The day of Elmer's best joke. All the elephants will decorate themselves in his honor," said a third, "and Elmer will decorate himself elephant color." And one day each year, the elephants color themselves yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white, and they have a parade. If you happen to see an elephant in the Elmer's Day Parade who is ordinary elephant color, you will know it must be Elmer. And that's Elmer by David McKee. I'm going to talk to your parents for just a minute. Parents, David McKee describes his book as a celebration of individuality and the power of laughter. And I think this might be a really good springboard for some family discussion about individual characteristics of family members, and maybe you can help your children maybe even make an easel poster type of list of characteristics of family members, and maybe brainstorm ways that people in the family can use these individual characteristics, the things that make them them, to bring joy and laughter to others. This is kind of a time when we're all thinking of ways that we can reach out to family members and to the community in different ways, using our own creativity and individuality. So this might be a good time to help your children think about that, how they can be uplifting in their community, in their family. Another thing that I got a lot of mileage out of in my kindergarten class after reading this book was just using cutouts of elephants, and I usually just trace this elephant on the front and cut lots and lots of construction paper elephants. And we did different activities. Of course, an art activity, you could have kids just paint their elephants different colors. If you create a grid across the elephant and create patchwork like this, you can use it for math. Have kids put math problems into different squares, or very simply they could do different patterns, AB pattern, ABC, that kind of thing. You can challenge them to create different patterns and more sophisticated patterns with different colors. And then maybe do a lot of them and tape them up to the window and have a real elephant parade around the house. I was Elmer, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and we'll see you for the next book.